Hello and welcome to a video of two halves showing you the differences between two main web browsers, Firefox and Chrome. We'll be looking at things such as search, how to access the history, some of the tools that are available in each of the browsers, where to view the source code, and also use of the tabs as a way of managing multiple pages. Let's start with search. You've got two search boxes. One is a URL box, but they're both basically the same. They're called omni boxes, so I could do any search in here and it would take me directly to the results, or I could put in a URL and it would take me directly to the site. You can, with Firefox, choose which search engine you're using. So for instance, I could change here to Bing and make a search for, let's say, Ozpol, which is a popular hashtag on Twitter. Let's see what it's found. It's found the user Ozpol in Twitter. You can easily resize by clicking and dragging on the corner of the window, and you can scroll by using the scroll wheel. We're using a Mac, so the scroll bar does actually disappear when it's not in use. It's very easy to work with tabs. Just click on the plus button here. Tabs are a great way to avoid having to load and reload pages as you're working across different sites or across different parts of the same site. Here's where to access the downloads folder, showing all your current and recent downloads. To access the history, simply click on the history menu item. You can see a list of recently visited sites, or you can also see your whole history. Opens a new dialog box, and you could manage individually or as a whole. This is also where you can access the tools, so you can also search for different add-ons which extend the capability of your browser. This is where you'll find the preferences for Firefox. It opens a separate window, allowing you to finely tune exactly how you'd like it to work for you. You can view the source code by choosing Tools, Web Developer, Page Source, showing you the actual code of the web page that you're on. Alternatively, you can choose Tools, Web Developer, Toggle Tools, and you can get at the console, the inspector, the debugger, and the style editor, all showing you the code for the different elements on the page. Let's start with searching. When you're on the front page of Google, you can of course search in this box here. So we're searching for the ABC website. Or you can search any term you like, not just URLs, in the Omni box as well. So it's a search box and a URL box. So let's say I wanted to search the term Ozpol, which is a popular hashtag on Twitter. I can just search right in there and it'll take me straight to it. You can open new tabs by clicking on this button. You can open as many tabs as you like. Having tabs open is a very useful way to not have to go backwards and forwards between websites, constantly loading and reloading pages. You can resize by dragging the corners. Scrolling is just done with the scroll wheel. We're on a Mac here, so the scroll bar does actually disappear when it's not being used. Just open a new tab to demonstrate that. You can sign in with a Google account. I'm currently signed in as myself, and that gives you access to all the other connected services that Google provides. YouTube, Google Plus being the main ones, but also Drive and Mail, of course. You do also have access to a lot of Chrome based apps, and these are the ones that I have installed. But I can click through to the web store, and I can see there are literally thousands more to choose from. All browser-based apps ready for you to sample. Let's have a look at the preferences. It's found in this hamburger button here. Here you can access new tab, new window, and also new incognito window. You notice it's got a blue title bar and there's a little symbol of a spy, and there's a description of what incognito browsing is. Basically a way to avoid cookies and your browsing history being recorded by the browser. I'll close that out. Here's where you can access the extensions as well. Different extensions give your browser different capabilities. You can get to your browsing history by clicking here, and you can manage your browsing history. Any of these can be removed selectively, or you can actually delete your entire history as well. Here is where you can access your downloads folder, giving you direct access using the Finder of your computer. You'll notice it opens up a separate tab for each of these. It's all tab based. And finally we'll look at the developer tools, which are found here. The two most useful ones are viewing the source code. Click once and it will show you in a new tab the code for the page. Here's where I can access the developer tools. You notice it opens in a little box in the base of the page, and when I've got this button clicked, you'll see that it allows me to focus in on all the different elements of the page and just understand how they're coded. Another feature of either browser is to use it as a simple HTML editor. Imagine this is a locally saved and created page. You can simply go to Tools, Developer Tools, and then find any element in the page, right click and inspect the element, then right click on the highlighted text and edit as HTML, and it will allow you to make basic HTML edits. In Firefox it's very similar. You can choose Tools, Web Developer, Web Console, right click, inspect the element, and then double click, and if it's a local HTML file you can make basic edits to the code. Finally, I'd like to show you a couple of extensions available for each of the browsers which allow you to use EPUB files or read EPUB files. Finding add-ons is as simple as searching for it and then going to the main page. It will take you to a directory of add-ons. I'll type in the phrase EPUB reader, and then you simply click add to Firefox to add it. I've already added it, so I won't bother doing it again. And in Chrome you can do the same thing. You can just to find Chrome apps and go and navigate to the web store. Here you just search for the same phrase, EPUB reader, and this one's already been installed as well. It's very simple to use. You simply click on the icon and then click the button, navigate to the local file, click open, and then just start reading. It's a great way to test your publications to make sure they're working properly. Very similar with Firefox. Just click on the little icon that it adds to the top and then add to the library, and then you've got some basic controls down the bottom.